I get the disappearing cat this time. Let's see if he leaves halfway through this video. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so it's Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to be at Fan Expo. Now, if you don't know what Fan Expo is, it is arguably the biggest convention in Canada alone, held in Toronto from Thursday until Sunday this weekend. So I'm going to be at that from Thursday to Friday, doing some recording and having something up for you guys, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. And Andrew's going to be going on Saturday and have something up for you guys on Monday. So be sure to look in for Monday and Tuesday. We're going to have new vlogs for you. It's going to be all about FanX. It's going to be great. So if you can't go, you'll still get the FanX experience. But if you can go, then freaking go. Like, this place is the most amazing thing. It's not just anime, it's got comic books, it's got horror, it's got fantasy, sci-fi, you know, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Harry Potter's a big thing this year. They've got Game of Thrones stuff happening, Walking Dead, all kinds of stuff, and of course your good old-fashioned anime stuff. Vic Mignogna's gonna be there, Colleen Clinkenbeard, you know, a lot of the big names are gonna be there. So if you can go, go. If you can't, that sucks. Plan for it next year. Now, since we're going to a brand new convention, I thought something neat that I could do is kind of give you guys a walkthrough if you're going, or maybe you're going to a convention later in the season, is give you a walkthrough on figure purchasing, or what to look for when you're buying a figure. Now this one I got secondhand, so I got it from a friend I knew in London, and it's all posable, and it's very rubbery in texture. So this is what he looks like out of the box. As you can see, he's very posable. You can have him do all kinds of things. His coat's very flexible because he's very rubbery. Mind you, though, like I said, his face isn't very good. But that's because, you know, it's, you know, pick and choose. What do you want in a figure? And his, you know, his back symbol's off. The coat's the wrong color. His shoes are inaccurate as well. So little things like that, if you don't care about and you just go, yay, posable Ed figure I can play with, that's cool. But one of the things that I have problems with is one of his arms are broken. And I didn't really care about that when I bought him. I was just like, oh my god, an Ed figure. I actually don't have one. They're hard to find, so I didn't really care. But, you know, it's things to look like for that. So if you're getting secondhand, make sure that the pieces actually all work and that they're not broken so that you can kind of go off pricing with that. I got him for like 15 bucks, so I was happy with that, even if one arm's broken. The irony in that one of his arms is broken. One other thing, if you're buying secondhand, check for these at conventions, because people will sell secondhand figures at conventions. The box's condition. As you can see, this one's kind of, you know, it's kind of broken, it's torn a lot, lots of wear and tear at the top, so you can tell that it's an older box. So if the box is not in very good condition, ask if you can take the figure out, because it's obviously not new. Sometimes convention sellers will let you take it out, or ask if they can take it out, they can hold it and you can see it, but you know, you want to check to make sure all the pieces are there, they're all working, and that none of the pieces are broken. Because if the box is not in good condition, you know, it's just a red flag that you might want to check the rest of it. It might not be in good condition either. Next up is Lucy Heartfilia from Fairy Tail. It's from Good Smile Company. Now, Good Smile Company is probably one of the top 5 figures for what their price is worth. You know, they're not outrageously expensive, but they're not cheap, so they're good quality. I think this one was somewhere in the 100 plus range, but not, you know, 200 or anything like that. So it was good for its figure cost. She's not posable in any way. She is what's called a statue figure, which means that they don't go anywhere, they don't move. That's it. That's what she got. That's it. Now, one of the things that the box has that you should be, not be aware of, but, you know, FYI, is the box has a background on the inside of the box. If you can see past her, there's a little kind of stained glass background. Some boxes will have that, where that they have the background in the box, so that when you take the figure out and you put it wherever, you can actually use the box as a background. So you can rather, you know, cut it open and stuff, or, you know, I know some people where they keep the box and just have the figure standing on top, because the boxes they're very pretty. A lot of people put work into those boxes, and some people like having them because then if they resell them, they have the box and it's all in good condition. So that's a Good Smile figure. If you can get your hands on one for a good price, I highly recommend them. They're very good quality figures. Next up is Shiro from No Game No Life. I've been doing a lot of No Game No Life stuff recently. It's because it's a good anime. If you haven't watched it, go do that. Shiro also I got as a present, but my friend bought it online. Now, online buying figures is really freaking hard. Now, the reason that they're hard is because I have one friend who he had bought a vinyl of Miku, one of those vinyl pop Miku figures that you can get, and he bought it online. counterfeit. It wasn't a real Vinyl Pop figure, it was fake, and it fell apart, and he wasted some money on it. He was okay with it because it wasn't a lot to begin with, which is why he bought it in the first place. It was cheap, and cheap, you get what you pay for. So if you're online and you find a really good looking figure, the picture looks good, but the price is really, really cheap, background check that. If you're on eBay, look in the feedback section. They have those for a reason. Check them, see what people are saying, check the negative, check the positives, check months back from when they started to sell that item, and see if a lot of people are saying, don't buy this thing, it's a ripoff, or people are saying, really good quality, I'm super happy with it. Get in touch with those people. Say, hey, is your thing still intact? Is it still all good? What do you suggest about this buyer? This figure is from the Kotobukiya team. Now, Kotobukiya also did the Shiro figure, so as you can see, they're very good. Similar concept with the Lucy figure. She's got a background in the box, so you can open up the box and use that as a background or not, up to you. Okay, next up is Figma for Miku. Now, Figmas are probably the most popular figure company when it comes to posable figures. Now, what's good about Figma is that you don't pay a lot, but you get good figures. As you can see from the back here, it shows a whole bunch of different stuff that you can do with it. You know, she comes with a lot of props. She's got a guitar, a stand, she's got wings, different hands. But if you're not one who likes to constantly be changing the poses of your figure and wants a statue style figure, that's fine. But if you're going for a posable figure, go with Figma. They're where to be. They're where it's at. Estelle from Tales of Vesperia. As you can see, she comes with a lot of pieces. She's got a chibi her. She's got her staff. She's got her extra posable hand to go with her shield. Very, very good quality, again, figure. Tales of is always very good for their figures. They know not to make them on the cheap because, you know, people are crazy about this. Box obviously doesn't have the design to go with it, so you wouldn't use this as a displaying box, but it's, you know, it's still a good box. This one, it came from the company Alter. So as you can see, Alter is another really good company. If you can get your hands on them, go for it. They did a lot of the Tales of Vesperia characters. They did Yuri, they did Raven, they did Rita, and they all came with their little chibi self, so that's kind of cute, a little thing they decided to do with that one. So, bigger of the Vocaloid series, instead of the Miku Figma that I have, this is Luca Megurine Luca. Really awesome. It is Max Factory, is the one of this one. Now, Max Factory, I've heard, are obviously very, very good quality. If you can get your hands on a Max Factory figure for not a high price, that's fantastic, but they're on the higher end of figure making. So Max Factory is especially one of the bigger ones if you're into statue figures. They're very good quality, which I can definitely vouch for because Luca looks amazing. She's standing on a record. And yeah, when you display your figures, don't leave them out in the open. Not only if you don't have disappearing cats like we do, who will knock them over and play with them, but also dust and stuff. You know, somebody could accidentally knock it over, and though these things aren't fragile, enough force can break them and certain pieces can fall off and there's no putting them back together, which would really suck. So put them in a display case. Don't spend a fortune on a display case. You don't need it. You just need a simple wooden glass display case. Go to a secondhand store. You can get them for a really good price, and these things will last a lifetime if you get a nice wooden one. Anyway, thanks you guys so much for watching my video on figures and what to look out for convention shopping and seeing my kind of unboxing of it. Here is a final shot of all my figures all pretty in the little display case. So wonderful. I'm so happy to finally get these things out of their boxes. Oh my gosh. And yeah, be sure to check in on Tuesdays when my brother Andrew uploads and Fridays when I, Sarah, upload. Be sure to check in, though, on Monday and Tuesday this coming week because Andrew and I will be having our postings from Fan Expo and all of the wonderful things we got into. Be sure to share that and, you know, look into it and let your friends know about it and what we're doing because, hey, we're almost at 60 subscribers now, which is almost 100, and we're getting excited for it. So until then, geek on!